Torn scarves, letters, photographs, and sound of the train engine will tell the most heart-wrenching stories of migration from the time of partition of 1947. A repository of unheard stories of despair, destruction, chaos, and brutality, the Partition Museum at the Dara Shikoh Library has opened its doors to the people of Delhi.
When we look at people's histories, they are largely neglected and ignored. So, this was a way of authenticating what actually happened when millions of people cross over and there is a Holocaust of this kind that takes place. Definitely, like the Holocaust Museum is made of memories of people, like the Hiroshima Memorial, like the Apartheid Museum, and nobody questions the authenticity of it because it was a massive event. And I have to say that there is a certain realism with which people talk about their histories because they want people to know after 75 years of silence, they would like people to know what they went through and how much they suffered.
मेरे मम्मी के जो हैं वो ग्रैंडफादर एंड मेरे फादर के भी ग्रैंडफादर दे बोथ वेयर फ्रॉम मुल्तान विच इज़ इन पाकिस्तान राइट नाउ एंड दे ऑल्सो स्पीक मुल्तानी फ्लुएंटली सो मैंने डिसाइड किया कि मैं यहाँ पे आऊँगा देखूँगा एंड यहाँ पे एक्चुअली आके देख के ऐसे लग रहा है कि ऐसा फील हो रहा है कि किससे लोगों को उस दौरान कैसे बीता और लोगों ने देखा तो मैं ऐसे सोच रहा हूँ कि अगर मेरी साइड के मेरे ग्रैंडफादर आते जिन्होंने एक्चुअली ये फील किया है तो उनको कैसा लगता है यहाँ पे आके देख के.
What we are trying to show is the impact it had on the people of that time whom we have forgotten. While we remember the freedom fighters, we remember especially the well-known ones, we remember the politicians of the period, the lakhs and lakhs of people, in fact estimates say 20 lakhs, but even that is a gross underestimation. Many more people died and were lost than we even count today, and definitely more than 20 lakhs were forced to migrate. So our effort in creating this museum of history, a historical museum, is about talking to people of that period, which is why we are constantly in a race against time. We are doing oral histories of people who are now in their 90s, some of them almost 100. Many of them that you will see in the monitors around here give us their memories, and they talk about a period when they all lived in communal harmony till they were told about this sudden decision to partition the country.
Here you will see a person, a visitor who is experiencing the film right now. We have elements in this, for example the headset and the two hands. The two hands are the interactive element in the film. In terms of visual communication, the museum space is divided into oral histories and also the virtual reality experience, which places you in the time of the partition where you experience this entire film.
What we wanted to have was authentic documentation, but from the eyes of the people. You said, why is it a people's museum? It is a people's museum because people have contributed towards it, be it their memories, be it their memorabilia, which you see in the showcases here, or be it money. So it is only through their contribution that we've been able to do this, and very much you can find that hundreds of families are associated with the museum in Amritsar as well as the museum in Delhi. We are telling the stories of people's parents, their grandparents, whom nobody knows. But now, thankfully, through these kind of donations which they have made, they would be able to tell their own narratives in their own words.
1,000 memories get unlocked within the walls of the Dara Shikoh Library as tragic headlines from newspapers of the time. Oral, visual and oral narratives convey people's pain and trauma in their most raw forms at the Partition Museum.